I believe in the run.
Very
exciting.
exciting.
It wasn't
to
like
watch.
SD or just like a
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Game 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, we're going on to Piplup's regional compatriot. We got pizza time. It's pizza time.
No space.
Have you got pizza for us? Because I would be great.
Pizza you know, fun. Let me tell this quick story. I think Pizza Time's in-game tag is pizza_time. I think that's right.
In-game it's real_pizza.
Oh, sorry, real_pizza. So on the original Northern Summit nominations form, it showed the list of who'd already been invited. Pizza Time DMs me and is like, "Moke, what the fuck? Why is there a space in between pizza and time?" And I was like, "I'm not justifying this with a response." I did change it later, but he was mortified.
He gets
He
real.
doesn't want to be mistaken with the Scottish pizza time.
Yeah, he gets,
Oh, is that that's fair?
yeah, he gets real uppity about it because there is a Scottish pizza time. They had a money match at Regen in the Salty Suite to determine which was the
real pizza time.
The real pizza.
But it is in fact pizza time right now against Curry G. Again, CurryGovernor actually looked really strong, I thought, on the first day, and I wouldn't say it's looked super weak so far today, but it was just such a close
It's a
loss
tough
against.
competition today, right?
Yeah, it's just such a close loss against SBF, and I know that was just frustrating. I saw him before the set, looking at the VODs on the phone.
Yeah, he was reviewing those
He was
VODs
thinking.
hard for later, so he's expecting a run back at some point today. It's worth knowing, obviously, we've got Terry coming out from Pizza Time,
Oh.
has the Kazuya as well.
We know there's already a little bit of history for this because, of course, actually no, CurryGovernor and Pizza Time, they played in
Ooh!
and that was a 3-0 to CurryGovernor.
I have to say, I am expecting Jermaine or Curry to kind of make not easy work. Pizza Time's a great player,
Light work.
but Jermaine has shown his ability in these kind of matchups so many times. In these, I need to space my aerials. I just need to, kind of play a legitimate game and not let this FGC character do what they want to do. And so, yeah, we'll have to see if Pizza Time can make the adjustments needed.
Yeah, there's certain matchups where it's like, I've heard players from many different games, usually some games have certain matchups, like in Melee, it's like if you're playing well, you can beat Ice Climbers. In this game, if you're playing well, you can beat, as a spacing sword character.
Yeah.
It's like a sort of test of your all-round game.
Ooh, that's the eye.
Is your general spacing good? And yes, of course, we must mention, for the umpteenth time, I'm sorry Jermaine, you did lose to Saku, but yeah, yesterday it was kind of a...
Yeah.
I watched it, I think it was on side stream, but it was kind of crazy.
It was on side stream pretty early in the day, I think, but we'll have to see if Pizza Time can make an adjustment. Do we know if Pizza Time played Terry yesterday, or was it Kaz yesterday?
I want to say Kaz.
I don't know. I thought it was Terry, but
I might be wrong. I think maybe Kaz went when it was 2-0 down. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
no tech.
Goodbye.
Not like that.
That game was 2 minutes long. What's going on?
That was quite clinical, to say the least.
And I think that's what I expect from Jermaine. Jermaine is the top, or has been the top dog of the North for a long time, along with Sam. And clinical is what I expect of his level of gameplay, especially in a matchup like this.
With everything that happened as well at Overleveled, I feel like Jermaine in his head, I am never losing to this character ever again. So it's feel like it's going to go over time to learn everything, learn the nuances, learn the spacing, learn how to keep them out, and just like that.
No
right.
way.
Right. Wow.
So
Hang on a
Jermaine claims that Cloud loses this matchup. I refuse to believe that. I can see why, but I still refuse to believe it.
I think some of the grapplers and heavy characters, they've historically done pretty well against swords. Like DK and Bowser do pretty well against Cloud, you'd think?
Flame Breath can be a pain off stage for Cloud recovering. Up B is a great move against someone like Cloud sometimes, but I also, regardless of matchup, just don't think that Pizza Time's Bowser is going to be up to the standard it needs to be to play against someone like Jermaine's level.
You'd be some.
Oh! To be fair, actually, I think as much as I will, gladly going on the pylon and making fun of Pizza Time with the carried allegations, Pizza Time has used the Bowser at weeklies and a couple events here and there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And
what was the difference in results when those characters were used?
I mean,
uses the Bowser.
massive,
He uses
but it exists. It exists.
He uses the Bowser to take out Saku, who took out Curry G. So make it that way.
Well, do you know what?
What's your Saku number?
those power scaling people are definitely going to
I'm
feel
not doing this level of I beat X person, they beat Y person, so I'm better than them.
It's all like, what was people's MK Leo number back
Yes,
in the day?
I was
Now
about
it's
to
your-
say.
Now it's your Saku number.
But whether for me, it's like when you're playing someone as good as Jermaine, it doesn't really matter to me whether you have this character, whether you're just pulling out today, or whether you've practiced it. If it's not your main, I just don't think
It's going to struggle.
Yeah.
it's going to
This
struggle
is-
against
this is-
Jermaine.
I'll be real with you. This is unfortunately a bit of desperation for Pizza
Not
Time. He's
working.
been worked in the pool set yesterday. He kind of got worked game 1. Jermaine looking on fire.
I mean, we say this, it is about as close as even as you can say if you look at percentage stocks.
Yeah, true.
Like,
It's,
the state of the game has definitely been almost entirely Jermaine, but
Yeah,
it doesn't take much for Bowser to
I mean,
secure
we
the
did
lead.
it. We did a
Bowser
stock
side.
trade in stock 1. Like, so there's always that. And the thing about Bowser is Bowser can get percent. It's whether you can find the kills, find the side B, or however you're planning on killing with Bowser. Because if you're spacing, that is a nice way of killing, to be fair. But it's not.
Disappeared off the screen. 170. Oh, Jermaine's gone for them a few
Oh,
times
they
now.
both went for it.
Just not going on ledge that time.
He's always not Diddy Kong or anything, right? Was that like
Oh.
combo he's trying to go for? Or is that there? But
It's yeah, you can do I think a confirm to down air off stage, but it's hard to land. But damage is damage, I guess, on stage. Oh, just a little wait.
It's looking like a bit of a runaway here. We'll see what PizzaTime can do now that he's reached the ground. He's just straight back into the sky.
limits
Towards the blast
online.
zone.
Oh, the re-grab actually. Yeah, Jermaine knows the little shake of the head. He kind of had that.
He's not landing any of his atolls at all. Not a single one. Jermaine's just spacing so well around him.
Stuck on
Yeah,
the platform.
PizzaTime being a little bit too antsy with those UBs if he wants to make that work.
I think that's the thing about Jermaine is Jermaine's spacing is just impeccable. Like even that was impeccable spacing, and like you really have to know your character well to know how and what you can punish when you're playing against someone who's going to space things as well as Jermaine is.
Yeah, it's the life of a Bowser main as well. You're like, please touch my shield, please,
Yeah,
yeah, please touch my
please,
shield.
please.
I want to be, but it's actually kind of hard to be Cloud's aerials because back air is a good move. I will use it because it is strong.
Just the general spacing he
I
has on
think
all
he's
his
staying
areas.
on-
Always powering up.
I think he's staying on Bowser.
Yeah,
I was very
I understand
fast.
this. I mean, look,
I think it's fine to try
Yeah.
something and anything if everything else isn't working. Like if the Kaz hasn't worked potentially, if the Terry isn't working, sure, give it a go.
I also am a believer of PizzaTime has achieved more than what he had hoped from this tournament, from what I'm aware.
yeah, he's had a good run. Yeah,
He is more than
Surely,
happy.
if he
Oh,
wins
yeah,
this
100%.
though, wouldn't he get payout? If he
yeah,
loses
he'd
this set?
he'd get. Of course, this is a charity tournament.
Of
What did his Tiger get last year? Nice £9 or something for third. I rate that.
Yeah.
But I think like whatever your mentality is, how you want to finish your tournament, I respect that. You've had a good tournament. You've achieved way higher than your seed, and if this is what you want to try in your last set, then
Yeah.
good for you.
Doing it for the fans almost.
Yeah.
The Pizza Time fans.
I'm pretty sure last year Hungry Hungry Hippos got more than all silvers.
Yeah, I remember Henman.
Handmade bang.
And
I'd like to reiterate, I don't think I've seen PizzaTime land once with down there. Good on you. man.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That is so true, Lewis, and that is the Bowser calling card. So you can tell. Maybe that's the sign that Pizza Time isn't the Bowser main. But
Well, right now he has a lead.
do you
Can't,
believe?
Can't stop it.
Do you believe? Oh, finally, if it gets the up B. We actually saw, I think Pizza Time, we were saying before when he was playing against a stranger, he's really good at parrying because he always drops shield at the lowest point of like an expected aerial. Like he expects that people are going to land like the lowest, like the aerial safest on shield, and he's really good at parrying that. And that is like what sword characters do.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
Jermaine evening it up and getting a small lead. Oh, calm down. Down is here.
He's not really even juggling Cloud that much with Bowser with up air, like you'd expect to punish a disadvantage. He's just kind of continually just getting, not nickel and dime, but he's just continually getting hits every time. And just kind of outplaying Jack just like that.
All trying to go for the trump. Only 2 trumpers in the UK, famously, you know. That's an one for me.
Okay. I was like,
We were
I
talking
have
about this
no
before.
idea where you're going with this one.
There was a line about how only 2 players in the UK do ledge trumps, and one of them is lighter. So only 2. No one else trumps. But Curry finally trumped. I gotta say, you know, for all the fun and games about how
Yeah,
good the
yeah,
Pizza Time
Jack-
Bowser is, it's
Playing
here.
well.
It's
Playing
here.
well. I think his patience has been really good, to be honest. Like,
Oh,
I think when you're playing a non-main character, you can have a tendency to like try and run in, try and force your game plan. But actually, like PizzaTime is playing really slow and just actually punishing the things that can be punished, which I think is very impressive.
bit out. Curry with the lead. Pizza Time has to be the one to get something started, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah, now it's just a case of how well can you move around the big swings of the Buster Sword.
Lovely up tilt.
Yeah, nice catch there from on the jump from ledge, and not
3
not
frame
an
jump squat.
insurmountable mountain to climb as it were.
Yeah, Bowser is a heavy boy. I mean, that is the super heavy life, like the mental you get just from like, I can always survive, but you're not surviving that.
Lovely,
A 3-0 and
lovely.
a handshake, 6-0 over the weekend. CurryGovernor playing hot, passes the execution test of fighting game characters and Bowser. He's cooking.
Yeah, you can stay. Unless you have some words you want to say before you go back. Nope.
Curry
Okay.
Governor has
No
no
words.
words to say about
he
that
is
set.
locked in.
Locked in. Jack, talk to me.
PizzaTime have some words to say about this.
So, first question: the Bowser.
The
Do you,
Bowser's
do you
right.
believe, or is that you can't? You feel like it's been solved? The fighting game characters.
High key, it was like kind of a joke, but I was like, I'm gonna still try.
Yeah.
I wanna pick up Bowser again, either Bowser or Wario. I wanna play someone new. PS season's over, and after Summit, I wanna try someone new. And I think Bowser will be the one. I played Bowser before anyway. Either that or I'll just pocket him. You know what I mean? But he's really fun, and he's got better mobility than both my characters, which is what I need.
What is it about the way CurryGovernor plays Cloud that you think really shuts down? Because I've seen you destroy certain players in Saudi matchups, but Curry seems to just have something against you in
He's
particular.
Good at the game.
Actually good at the
Good
game.
at the game, yeah. That does make a difference quite a lot of the
Fair.
time.
Top 4 is like good players and then me. So
What you? Oh,
You made it here, and I
I'm
think
not
you
having
should
that.
pat yourself on
I'm
the back
not
for
having
that.
Summit for a reason.
yeah, I guess. But I picked the second to last DLC sometimes, so I just went free.
That's fine. You got Terry. Terry's people don't
Yeah.
hate Terry's much.
I'm
It's
gonna-
fine, Jack.
No, I'm definitely gonna play Terry more. Kazuya more. Nope, Bowser. Third
One
round.
of the three
One
characters.
of
You'll
them.
get there
I will
eventually.
play my characters. I think having some more mobility is really nice, and I think I play better the more mobility I have. Kazuya's broken, but he's really slow, and I don't really
Yeah.
like that all that much, to be honest.
Getting juggled maybe as well, bit of an
Yeah.
issue, but fair play to Jack. Great
Oh.
stuff coming in at 4th place. I think that's quite a significant outplacing if